What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Comfort Zone, your place for some casual, comfortable Commander. I'm your host, Dan. That's your host, John. John, what are we doing today?
Today, we are getting back to the roots of Episode 1 and doing a Precon battle for the newly released Commander Masters set. I will be running the Planewalker party. I like Planeswalkers, and I guess I like parties, and I'm excited to see how it plays out.
Sweet. And I'm going to be running the Eldrazi Unbound. I like big space noodles. Let's see what happens. So, without further ado, get comfortable, because it's time to play some Commander. Yo! Let's see what these bad boys do, huh? Let's go noodling through space. Let's go to the world Italian.
Excuse me?
I don't know.
Hi.
I'm rolling this dice, though.
Bro, I'm rolling this dice.
15.
Poblamo, 11. I will win a dice roll one of these days.
Even when we're using a Precon, we still maintain our natural gift of rolling. And we are going to start with the Forge of Heroes.
Nice.
To the waste, or choose target commander to enter the battlefield this turn. Put a +++ encounter on it if it's a creature, and a loyalty if it's a planeswalker. Oh. Pass.
All right, I'll draw. All right, so we're gonna come in. We're gonna come in with this land. It is a land. It is an land. And we're gonna tap it. And we're gonna play everybody's favorite card, banned in the format we play, Sol Ring.
Hey, the format we play for now. We're not truthfully a heads-up channel.
And then we're gonna come in with an extremely spicy Felwar Stone, dead card, dead cards. Because Felwar
What do you
Stone,
mean dead card? What does it
tap
do?
to add 1 mana of any color that a land an opponent controls could produce.
Hey! Bing, bing, bing. I don't play those.
So we're just.
Although I might, like, eventually. They might have put something in here.
Maybe you
I
have an exotic orchard?
Well, I know that they put the like colorless Birds of Paradise in here. I know that's not a land, but still, like, they did include some cards that technically tapped for colors. So I don't know, maybe they did with a land.
Again, it'd be really funny if you had an exotic orchard, so like my Felwar Stone could tap for your exotic orchard, which taps for my colors.
That would be pretty nice.
Who knows? But otherwise, we're gonna pass a turn.
Sweet. I mean, it's still a good start, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Let's
top-decking a
play a
ring,
waste, and then we'll come out with a Mind Stone.
Nice.
Yeah, you know it. And then we're gonna pass.
All right, we're gonna untap before we draw. Oh, that's not great. All right, and we're gonna play a Plains. Then we're gonna tap the Sol Ring for a Boros Signet. And pass the turn.
What is that deck? All rocks and Commodore Guff?
Apparently, he's actually just a rock collector.
That's pretty cool. Alright, we're tapping 3 for the Skittering Cicada.
Oh.
He's a 2/2 with flash. Now, you might think I would have utilized that. You'll see why I didn't in a moment. But he says that I can cast colorless spells as though they had flash, and whenever I cast a colorless spell until end of turn, Skittering Cicada gains trample and +X/+X, where X is that spell's mana value. Then we're gonna play the Guildless Commons, which is the colorless bounce land. So we are going to have that come into play tapped and bounce the wastes. Hence why I didn't flash, because I wanted to be able to do the land and the mana utilization, you know. And then I'm done. Go ahead.
All right, so we're gonna untap. We're gonna draw. We're gonna play a tasty, tasty Tower of Commander.
Wow, so delicious. I love towers. Actually, this deck probably would.
Yeah.
It's a tower of multicolor production, so yummy.
And then so we're coming in. We're gonna tap 1, 2, and we're gonna go 3, 4, 5. I'm going to leave him unusable. And we're going to come in with a card I've never played. The Oath of Teferi.
Okay, what does that one do?
So, Oath of Teferi says, when it ETBs, exile another target permanent you control. Return it to the battlefield under its owner's control to beginning of the next end step. I'm going to exile my Felwar Stone.
Okay. What else does it be doing?
And then it says, you may activate the loyalty abilities of planeswalkers you control twice each turn, rather than only once.
What in the good lord?
Yep.
Wow, that'd be a crazy card.
And then I'm going to pass and get my Felwar
Is that what it says?
Yeah.
So it's just like the Chain Veil?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Isn't that kind of crazy?
That's insane.
Yep, that's what I thought when I was reading it. It's your turn.
I mean, like, I knew that card existed, but I don't run, like... Okay, well, I have a Super Friends deck, but I don't run Super Friends deck in stereotypical colors, so, like, I've never had a need to, like, really put my eyes upon it.
I also have one, as you know, and I don't run blue in it, and that is one of the reasons I'm sad that I don't.
Indeed. Rogue's Passage.
Ah, yes.
2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know, whatever. We're coming in for 2.
Okie dokie.
Boom. We got him. We cicaded him. What's this guy doing in here?
I don't
Who is
know.
this? Why is it even colorless? It ain't like cicadas are like colorless because they skitter. What's happening?
skittering an invasion, skittering cicada.
This is not it's not even an Eldrazi. It's just a bug. It's an insect.
I mean, cicadas are soulless husks. Kind of, so...
How could you say that?
Have you ever heard them make noise?
That's the opposite of soulless. They are beautiful songbirds of the every 7-year night. Gorgeous little creatures. Haven't you ever picked off a nice little just cicada shell and just clung it to your shirt? Oh,
all the time.
Dreams come true. All right, whatever. I'm talking way too much about cicadas. Pass the turn.
Alrighty, we're gonna untap some Leondis because we talk weird in the comfort zone, and I'm gonna draw.
In the comfort zone, we are comfortable with all language. You know, language. It's all about communication. So as long as you understand what we're saying,
I'm gonna come in with an interplanar beacon. Whenever I cast a Planeswalker spell, I gain 1 life. And sometimes
Nice.
1 life is all it takes. If you only had 1 life.
sometimes I'm doing it right now.
Exactly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Wow. Manatown. Population
Me?
you.
Yeah, oh boy. Okay, so I'm going to tap 2 colorless. Then, I'm going to tap this for 1 to get the red-white. So now I have 2 colorless, a red and a white. Tap the command tower for another red. So I got 2 colorless, 2 red, and a white floating. We are going to use the 2 colorless and the 2 red to play one of my favorite planeswalkers, as you will definitely eventually find out. Chandra, the Torch of Defiance.
Hey, isn't that the same planeswalker you've used on your playmat for almost every episode?
Yeah, and the one I have an entire deck themed around?
And you're suggesting it might be your favorite?
Who knows? So Chandra Torch
Definitely
of Defiance.
not a spoiler over here either.
She has hey, one of us has a theme deck.
Hmm.
So Chandra's got 4 abilities. So it's gonna take me a second. She comes in with 4 counters. +1, exile the top card of my library. I may cast that card. If I do not, Chandra the Torch of Defiance deals 2 damage to each opponent. Also +1, add 2 red mana. -3, she deals 4 damage to target creature. And -7, I get an emblem that reads, when you cast a spell, this emblem deals 5 damage to any target.
Wow, we are not feeling good in Spaceland.
So then, we're going to +1 to add 2 red. I have 2 red and a white floating. Let's add a blue. 2 red, a white, and a blue is 4 mana. 1 of each of my colors plus a colorless for Commodore Guff.
Nice.
Commodore Guff says at the end of my turn, I can put a loyalty counter on another target planeswalker I control. +1, I make a 1/1 wizard token that has tap to add red, spend it only to cast planeswalkers. And -3, I draw X cards, and Commodore Guff deals X damage to each opponent, where X is the number of planeswalkers you control.
Dear God, help us.
So then, what we're gonna do?
False gods.
I like
Get the
that.
reference?
Yeah. So then we're gonna plus Guff twice to bring him from 5 to 7.
Plus the guff. All right. That's
to make
loyalty.
2 wizards. Then we're gonna plus Chandra again.
Listen, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Those wizard tokens are illegible.
Are they?
I have no idea what the heck they look like a kabuki mask. They don't look like a wizard. Hold those up for me. Oh, there it is.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, but like look at it all zoomed out. Now I
Yeah,
get
it does.
But like
Yeah, it does look a little weird. Yeah.
okay. All right, continue.
So then we're gonna plus Chandra again to add 2 more mana. We're not doing anything with it. I just don't feel the need to exile the top card of my library. And
Fair.
then we're gonna go to the end step, and I'm gonna put another counter on her with Guff. She is within ult range now.
That's true.
So then we're gonna pass the turn.
All right. At your end step, it's at 2, 3, 4, and we're gonna put out an ever-flowing chalice. Multi-ticked
Nice.
2 times, 2 charge counters. Then we are going to tap 1, 2, 3, and we're going to put out a Fire Shrieker, which is an equipment that gives the equipped creature double strike.
Oh.
And that's it. Yeah.
Not bad, not
Then
bad.
we're going to go to my turn. Untap up, draw. Then we're going to think about our life, think about our dreams, stuff like that.
Lots to ponder when you're playing Commander.
My man. Very good. All right. Scary Town McFraderson over here, or over there. We're going to play a Waste. And then we are going to tap the Everflowing Chalice to equip the Fire Shrieker to the Skittering Cicada.
Oh yeah.
And then we are going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4 to play a Solemn Simulacrum. When he enters the battlefield, I can search my library for a basic land, and then put that card onto the battlefield, tapped. And when he dies, I can draw a card. However, he is 4 CMC and a colorless spell. So until end of turn, the Cicada is going to gain Trample and +X, where X is that spell's mana value, which is 4. So Cicada is going to be a 6/6 Trample double strike. And I'm going to go find my land. We're getting a Waste. Shoom. All right. Now we're going to go to combat, and we're coming after that Chandra with a what did I say, 6/6 double strike Trampolino.
Yeah, so here's the thing. As much as I would love to throw those wizards in the way to save my girl Chandra,
They ain't gonna do the job.
goodbye Chandra.
Yeah, seems nice. I like that. All right,
Yeah.
then we're passing.
All right, so we're gonna hope we can grab another toasty planeswalker here.
Okay.
Let's untap.
How many cards you got in
and
hand?
Draw only 3.
I only have 2.
Well, let me tell you. I think first step is we're gonna -3. Let me make sure his -3 includes himself. Yep. All right. So I'm going to -3 him to 4. And we're going to draw a card and deal 1 damage to each opponent because I control 1 Planeswalker.
Boom. We got gotten.
And then...
Ooh, that's a new card.
Yeah, it is.
That's exciting.
Yes, it is. Well, not new, but new. So we're going to come in and we're going to go... Oh, you have so many creatures.
I have 2. Which is so many, depending on what religion you are.
We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nice.
And we are going to play Jace the Mirror Mage kicked.
Ooh.
So Jace the Mirror Mage is a 4 counter buddy.
Wow, that's a lot of ability triggers.
What?
Yeah, with Teferis and 2 Jaces. My good lord.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of activations. So he's got 4 counters, which is super cool. He can be kicked for 2 to make a copy of himself when he ETBs. He only has 2 loyalty abilities though. He +1s to scry 2, and then for 0, I can draw a card and reveal it. Remove a number of loyalty counters equal to that card's mana value from Jace the Mirror Mage.
Nice.
So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to +1 to scry on the copy. We're going to scry 2. We're going to put this on top and put this card on the bottom.
Sweet.
Then I'm going to 0 on that same Jace to draw this card. And let me just make sure I'm revealing or not revealing correctly. And reveal it. So we're revealing it. It is the Wall of Denial, which is a 3-mana wall that I'm about to play. So you'll figure out what it does in just a second. But it's 3 mana, so we are going to take 3 counters off this Jace.
Sweet.
Then we're going to tap a wizard for 1 red mana. I can't do that. That is unfortunate. So what we're going to have to do is play a land for turn, which we haven't done thus far.
Nice.
Coming with this island, and we're going to go Island, Plains, Boros, Signet to play the Wall of Denial.
Nice.
Then we're going to 0 Jace, this Jace, to scry 2 again. Leave this on top and put this one on the bottom. And then, because I don't want to do his second ability, we're just going to plus him to 6, and we'll scry 2 again. And it looks like we're going to do that. Leave both on top. So,
Nice.
and then all that, plus Guff up to 5 and make a 3rd wizard.
Nice.
And then we're going to pass the turn.
Alright, and then you have a Guff trigger.
Yes, and with Guff, I am just going to boost the Jace copy to 3.
Alright, sweet. End of your turn, we're actually going to pitch the Mind Stone for a card draw. Alright. Now we'll go to return. Tap. Upkeep draw. Oh. Interesting. Toughness on the wall is 8.
8, yes sirree. And I have 3 1/1 wizards.
Okie dokie. Let's come out with the Seagate Wreckage as my land.
Nice, thematic.
And then we will do 1, 2, 3, 4. To play the Hedron Archive.
Sweet.
And that is going to do +4 to the Skittering, making him a 6/6 guy again.
Yep.
And then we will do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to cast Zul'Dok.
Oh, geez.
The Void Gorger. He is a 7/4. Colorless spells I cast from my hand with mana value 7 or greater are going to have Cascade. And that's about it.
Does he buff the skittering again?
Yes, indeed. So another 6 to him. And then I'm also going to tap the Forge of Heroes to put a +1 counter on him.
Nice.
So now an 8/5. Skittering is massive.
12/12 double strike.
I mean, you are getting cards though, and I unfortunately don't have a great way to shut it down. Given that I can get a thing, but then I'm like losing so much damage potential. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
so we're just gonna.
It's a lot.
We're gonna go to face.
Yeah. Yeah, and honestly,
oh, you're doing it, aren't you?
Taking
You're
24.
crazy, bro. That's wild.
Down to 14.
All right, pass it up.
All right, so let's hope for some big brain thoughts here on this turn. Big brain draws, big brain thoughts. I want stuff.
Big brain it up, bro.
Draw. I mean, on the bright side, there are a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh, you're
play
gonna
land.
be doing stuff.
We're gonna start by scrying with the copy. We're gonna scry.
Sure.
So we left the cards on top, and we are going to use the. Actually, we're gonna -3 on Guff. So we're gonna bring him down to 2, and I'm gonna deal 3 damage to each opponent and draw 3 cards.
Wow, that sounds good.
Then we are going to tap the Soul Ring and a Plains to play Oath of Gideon. The Oath of Gideon is another one of these cool legendary oath enchantments. It says when it ETBs, create 2 1/1 core ally creature tokens. We'll grab those in a second, and it also says that each Planeswalker I control ETBs with an additional loyalty counter on it.
Nice.
So that's pretty cool. And we will then grab these 2 core because I was... Boom. Then we are going to scry with this other Jace. So I've scried with both Jaces. And I will look, and I will send one of these cards to the bottom for sure.
Sweet.
Then I am going to... yeah, we're going to 0 on the Jace with 7 and draw a card. We're going to reveal, deploy the Gatewatch with 6 mana, so he's going to go all the way down to 1.
Ooh, spicy card.
And then we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to cast that Deploy the Gatewatch. Deploy the Gatewatch reads, look at the top 7 cards of your library. Put up to 2 Planeswalkers from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order.
Nice.
So we will draw for Deploy the Gatewatch. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we will take a look here. Okay. So we're going to, unfortunately, pretty much whiff. I only got 1 walker, but it is going to come into play. And we're going to bring in Narset, the Parter of Veils.
Oh, okay.
Narset, the Parter of Veils, says that each opponent can't draw more than 1 card each turn. So that's rude. And then -2, I can look at the top 4 cards of my library. I may reveal a non-creature, non-land from among them and put it into my hand and put the rest on the bottom of my library in a random order. And she comes in with 5 + 1 is 6 counters.
Nice.
Then what we're going to do is we're going to have to -2 her because at this point I'm just looking for ways to stay alive. So we're going to look at the top 4 cards of my library. I may reveal a non-creature, non-land and put it into my hand. And we are going to reveal Teo, the Geometric Tactician, another one of the Planeswalkers they added into the deck, which is pretty sweet. And he does go into my hand. Now, unfortunately, we can't cast him because all my wizards only add red, which is a big old bummer. Pretty sure I still have some abilities left on some guys. So we're going to make that...
You have a 0 on your far right Jace, and I don't think you activated Guff the second time. And then, of course, you still have a second activation.
Yeah, Narset. So we're just gonna actually scry again on this Jace, the copy. Yeah. Why not? So we'll scry the 2, and we will make that a super quick, putting both of those to the bottom.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna minus on the Narset real quick, because again, we're just looking for something, and we are going to grab. Oh man, we're gonna grab this card. Nope, no, we're not. We're gonna grab this one. We're gonna grab the Wayfarer's Bauble.
Nice.
Because why not? And then, I guess we gotta plus Guff because somebody's gotta do something. And we're gonna make another one of these guys. So I'm gonna slap one of these here so we all just know that that's another one of those. And then that is the end of my turn. So we are going to throw a loyalty counter on this Jace and pass the turn.
All right. This is the biggin. We're untapping. And we are upkeep and drawing.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right, and then let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's your life total?
14.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a little unfortunate, because we wouldn't be able to cascade.
Oh.
How much combined toughness you got?
Does the guy fly?
No, you don't do nothing.
Combined toughness is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
14. Okay. Math and magic. Go. Okay, mathing done. We're actually going to pump that up more. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we're going to cast Endless One.
Oh, yeah.
X is 11.
Spicy.
So a bunch of stuff going to happen. First of all, this guy is going to come in with 11. Plus some counters. Come on now. Can't even find the 5. There he is. The Skittering Cicada is going to see that at 11. Mana value is now the name. And he's going to get +11/+11 to go to a 13/13 trample. And Zuladoc Buddy is going to see it. Well, all this is cast, so technically he's not here yet. Sorry about that. And we're going to Cascade. So, okay, we're going to hit the Phyrexian Triniform. Enters, when it dies, I create 3/3 Phyrexian Golem artifact creature tokens, and it has Encore 12. Not going to matter too much. We're going to cast it, and that's going to be 9, because this guy doesn't care if I cast it from hand, from exile, or anything. So because I cast it, he's going to get another +9, go up to a 22/22. And then we're going to Cascade once more, and we're going to hit a Soul Ring, which is going to bring him up to a 23. Then this guy's going to finally ETB. And then, do I have anything to do with the Soul Ring? Not really. We are going to come in with the Skittering Cicada and Zuladoc and Solemn Simulacrum, all at face.
Yeah, so he's a what double strike trample?
A 23/23.
That's 46 damage. I lose.
That's Math and Magic, baby.
Alrighty.
So that was wild. I don't know. I kind of like these maybe a little bit better than the Lord of the Rings ones, with the exception of flavor. But function was kind of interesting. Now, listen. Let's start this whole conversation with my apologies, okay? Skittering Cicada, he belongs here. Listen, man, he belongs big time. The OG, okay, listen, I was thinking about it more like how does he involve himself here flavor-wise? Does he just be a bug? But like that plus ability on cast is just like crazy beyond belief. And I have an Urza Battlethopter deck, which you guys might see later on. So the Flash, I didn't underestimate. That's a pretty cool ability. I love that in my Urza Battlethopter deck. Comment down below if you want to see that. It is an Eldrazi colorless base deck as well. So that part I knew was going to be kind of cool, but I assumed that the other ability was going to be like, whatever. I think at first, like, I just kind of glazed over the trample and, read it as just incidental. And then, man, especially with Zuladoc and the double cascade and him not needing it to be like an out of hand cast, like he just gets out of hand real quick. But what did you think?
Yeah, I mean, I really, definitely like the decks. I too underestimated the skittering guy, and again, he proved to. I mean, he literally dealt me my entire health.
In like 2 turns. Yeah.
And I had a pretty sweet engine going. I was really hoping to crush something on the deploy the Gatewatch. In our set, just like wasn't. I did not need more card advantage at that point. I needed to hit because I was down to just the 3 red guys. My only criticism of the deck is this deck, it runs a lot of stuff, we didn't see it all, but that gets you planes, and then it makes a lot of mana producers that make red. There's a lot of blue planeswalkers in this deck.
Yeah. Colors
I don't know if it's
seem
like
interesting.
Yeah, so having the mana producers on Guff is really cool, but they're restricted to only planeswalkers, and I saw like 8 or 9 planeswalkers. 10, actually, I think. 10 planeswalkers, and the only one that was red was the Chandra.
That's
so it
fair.
felt like I didn't have a whole lot of place to use that mana.
Of course.
But overall, it's a really fun. I mean, it's fun because it's controlling, and I get to play a bunch of planeswalkers. It's super cool. And it gets them out fast. Guff is ridiculous. I make mana and card advantage and give free loyalty counters out. Excuse me?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's weird, right? Like, of course, these are fresh out of the box. So, only getting to play the game with them, like, we'd have to kind of shuffle them up again to start to see if that, color fixing made a little bit more sense. When you only see, like...
Yeah, exactly.
20 plus cards or whatever. Like, it gives you a picture, but maybe not the full picture. But yeah, I could definitely see where, especially like the fact that he's creating those guys that only produce red every time is a little bit, iffy. I don't know like the backstory behind Commodore Guff, so maybe there's like a reason. I mean, like I know of it, but I haven't read the books. But I have read some of the books, but just not the ones with him quite yet. But either way, there might be a reason for it. But I think maybe if they had made the ability like, oh, you can create one of 3 wizards, which can either do red, white, or blue. I mean, obviously that probably make him like a little bit more on the like way too busted. But with the Planeswalker restriction, like the only being able to utilize the mana for casting Planeswalkers, maybe. I mean, I don't know. It's probably way too out there, but I could see how that could have made it a little bit better. As far as this deck is concerned, the only thing I was slightly sad about at all really was just that I didn't see a lot of those new cards or a lot of Eldrazi in a general sense. Now, I know they did say that with this deck, even though it's called like Eldrazi Unbound, they were just kind of going for more of like a colorless showcase. In that instance, I might have like gone with like a different kind of like theme implication, than like Eldrazi Unbound. Some kind of like reference to like just mana void, whatever, like the idea of like wastes and colorless, which is again like Urza Battlethopter. Like I guess I do the same thing, so I can't really blame them. I guess I usually call it like my Eldrazi typal, but it is like really more just about colorless. At least that's where the idea started from. So I get that. But either way, I definitely had a fun time playing the matchup. I was just so shocked that your deck didn't pull it off. Like once you had that engine going, the double loyalty, the double chase. I mean, being able to, God, you could scry up to 8 cards. You could draw up to 4 if the numbers worked out with just the Jaces alone, not to mention Gov's ability now with the 3 walkers being able to draw you 3 at a shot, make you the mana rocks over and over again. It was wild. I did expect the Deploy the Gatewatch to bury me, but we got through. Thank you,
never know.
Skittering Cicada. Beautiful creature. Anyway, let us know what you guys thought. Did you pick up any of these precons? Which one was your favorite? We definitely were thinking about the other 2. So if you have gotten the other ones, please comment down below and let us know what they're like. It's 2, right? It's the enchantment and
the
the
enchantment
slivers.
1 and the sliver 1. Yeah.
That's right. Had a sliver deck eons ago. It's not really my vibe. Let me know if it is your vibe and if that deck worked out for you. So anyway, we will see you in our usual video next Friday. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It helps us out. It helps us keep growing and get more people into the comfy zone. And of course, we'd love to have you here. So as always, we'll see you in the multiverse.